Luke Holmes, Where the Wild Things Are, is 6:04 on B105, The Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Ken is off this morning, and I just want to thank the ACM Awards for ending at 9 o'clock, because even though I enjoyed the show, it's very early. It's very, very early. So we're going to recap the ACMs coming up later this hour, but today might see some rain this morning, a storm or two possible this afternoon, otherwise mostly cloudy, a high close to 70 today, which I still wore my jacket to work. I don't know. I feel like when I leave in the morning, it's like still a little brisk. And then when I leave, I'm like sweating. But nonetheless, 70 today, and then more storm chances tonight. And then tomorrow for our Saturday, we're looking at more storm chances throughout the morning and the afternoon, but a high of 74. So we will take it. It is Friday. You got to love Friday. Even though I had a short week because I was off Monday and Tuesday, I feel like that actually makes the week feel longer. So that's New Jelly Roll, Halfway to Hell, 6:10 on the B105 Breakfast Club. Today, chance for rain this morning. Might see a storm or two this afternoon. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, decreasing clouds, and a high close to 70. So definitely going to be a nice day. Now, I did this yesterday for research purposes, of course. This is going to be dangerous for me. So you probably know by now that the old Bed Bath & Beyond that is along Miller Trunk Highway next to Buffalo Wild Wings, well, it has now been filled with a boot barn, and it is officially open. So I can't even remember where I saw that it was open. They are having a big grand opening celebration very soon, but I heard that it was open. So I was like, I got to go confirm. So I went there. Bought some stuff, of course. Like I said, this is going to be dangerous, but it is officially open, and it is massive. It is such a huge store. Obviously, it's in the big, old Bed Bath & Beyond, but they have so many boots. They have women's clothing, men's clothing. They also have kids' clothing, which was like the cutest thing ever. They have hats and socks and accessories and really anything you could ever want or need. So you can take a little sneak peek. I took a few photos inside b105country.com. You can learn more about it, but it's right across from the Miller Hill Mall. So, you can do some shopping. You can make a day of it, but this is going to be very dangerous for me. Very, very dangerous. So, like I said, read more at b105country.com. And then, because she is a huge deal right now, I got to mention this. Ali Wong, she's in the show Beef, and she's been just winning award after award after award for this show because it's so popular. She's going to be at the State Theater in Minneapolis Saturday, August 17th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale starting today at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster. Ticket prices start at $60, go through about $109. She was here, 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago in Minnesota, and I went for a bachelorette party, and it was before she was super famous, and it was so good. And then, of course, now she's just blown up. I'm trying to think. She's in a Netflix movie, and it was super, super good. Can't remember what it's called because it's early. My coffee hasn't kicked in, but her comedy show is really good as well. So tickets go on sale, like I said, in just a few hours here. We have a link, b105country.com, and your B105 app. Time now, 6:12. Coming up, I'm going to tell you about a brand new contest we are kicking off this morning, so you don't want to miss it. Keep it here on B105. Time now is 6:49 on the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. We got to recap the ACM Awards. I'll try to squeeze as much as I can here in 3 minutes. But we did, as always, have some winners before the show, and I think they do that so that they can have more performances. So Chris Stapleton was announced as the winner of the Artist Songwriter of the Year category, which is filled with country stars. Hardy was nominated, Morgan Wallen, Zach Bryan. So he was announced as the winner before the show. And then Jesse Joe Dillon was named Songwriter of the Year. Visual Media of the Year went to Parker McCollum. I think I've been saying his name wrong. It's McCollum. That's how everyone was saying it last night. For Burn It Down, and he performed that last night, and that was great. And then, those were some of the, I guess, not pre-recorded categories, but categories given out before the show. And then we also had New Female Artist of the Year that went to Megan Maroney, who was actually at his show. So her performance was pre-recorded. And then we had Nate Smith, who won New Male Artist of the Year, and then Tiger Lily Gold, who won New Duo or Group of the Year. And then they were added as a last-minute performance, which was really, really cool, and that they got that opportunity. after winning that award. So some of the other winners, Jelly Roll and Lainey Wilson took home the award for Save Me for Music Event of the Year. Jordan Davis won for Song of the Year for Next Thing You Know. And then Single of the Year went to Luke Combs, Fast Car, and he couldn't be there, so Ashley McBride accepted the award on his behalf. Album of the Year went to Chris Stapleton for Higher, and then we had the New Artist of the Year categories we already went through. Duo of the Year went to Dan and Shay, Male Artist Chris Stapleton, and then Female Artist Lainey Wilson, which is not a huge surprise because she also won Entertainer of the Year, which I feel like she was kind of the front runner just because she won at the CMA Awards. And usually I feel like they match up. Not always, but sometimes. So, lots of great performances, though. We had Blake and Gwen singing Purple Irises. Loved Gwen's outfit. Dua Lipa was a big surprise. She showed up and she performed with Chris Stapleton, which I would never have put them together. But they sang Chris's song, Think I'm in Love with You. Cody Johnson has everyone talking for his performance of Dirt Cheap. And then Jason Aldean, he did a tribute to Toby Keith. Should Have Been a Cowboy. It was like a stripped down version. I loved it. I thought it was so good. Toby Keith's family was in the audience. That's the first time they've been in the audience for a tribute like this. And they posted afterwards that they loved it and Toby would have loved it. Kane Brown sang Georgia on My Mind. Jelly Roll sang a new song called Liar that he recently performed at the Grand Ole Opry. And then Kelsey Ballerini and Noah Kahan, they sang a mashup of Stick Season and Mountain with a View. And that was really, really good as well. Very fall-like, if you will. So we are going to continue to recap the ACMs coming up about an hour from now, but there's just not enough time to do it. Time now, 7:13. I need to go to the phone and get caller 5 to go to Ben Paddle Brewing's Festiversary this weekend. So much fun. So let's go to the phone. B105, who's this?
Adam,
you're caller 5. Can you tell me why you really could use a beer?
Oh, because it's Friday. It's been a long week.
You know, it has been a long week, and I've only had 3 work days, but it just feels like the longest week ever.
Yes.
All right, well, you're going to Ben Paddle Brewing's Festiversary. You can have a beer or 2 or 10 or however many beers you want.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, congratulations, Adam. And if you did not win, don't worry, because you could still win a meal from Papa Murphy's. Coming up with our brain teaser question, we're talking about driving pet peeves, which is very relatable for us all. So keep it here, 7:13 on B105. Okay, I can't lie. I'm kind of obsessed with that song. Post Malone, Morgan Wallen. I had some help at 7:22 on the B105 Breakfast Club. It's raining right now in downtown Duluth. We'll continue to see rain throughout the morning and the afternoon, mostly cloudy, and a high of 70. So we have a brain teaser question yesterday. 26% of people admit to buying this because it's trendy. The answer, healthy food, and I felt attacked because I've done that. But our brain teaser this morning, it's about driving. A new survey says this is the most annoying thing someone can do while driving. Now, I will say this is mainly like when you're in the passenger seat or in the back seat and the driver is doing this. You know, okay, I'll give a little hint here because it's Friday. Ken always says to me, like, okay, this is going to, like, give it away, but he's like, I'm like, this is too much. I have perfect hearing, which is a great thing. But people might not even realize that they're, like, doing this. That might have helped. That might have hindered. I'm not sure. But a new survey says this is the most annoying thing someone can do while driving. It's usually not the driver. It's usually the person in the passenger seat or the back that gets annoyed by this, especially if, like, you're trying to have a conversation. You know, it can just be annoying. So, what do you think? Call me up, 727-B105. You can win a meal from Papa Murphy's, a large pepperoni pizza, scratch-made 5 cheese bread, and chocolate chip cookie dough. You can make cookies, or you can just eat it out of the tub. That's what I would do. So, 727-B105. Time now is 7:26 on the B105 Breakfast Club. We have a brain teaser question. I gave a lot of hints. Sometimes you just have to. A new survey says this is the most annoying thing someone can do while driving. What is it? I said it's mainly those in the passenger seat or like the back seat that get annoyed. So let's go to the phone. B105, what do you think?
The radio's too loud.
Yep. The music's too loud. The radio's too loud. I don't know why, but my biggest pet peeve is when people blast like music and videos. Am I the only one?
No.
I don't know why. I'm like, please don't play that TikTok so loud. But congratulations. Right? You have a Papa Murphy's.
Perfect.
All right, congratulations. That was Heidi. Got so excited, forgot to ask the name, but I have caller ID. So congratulations. And yeah, a lot of people think that when somebody blasts the radio, unless it's B105, it's annoying. Or I was thinking more like music too, you know what I mean? Like when you can't even hear what the other person's saying and you're in the back seat. So there you go. Congratulations. We'll do it again. Same time, same place on Monday. That's Hardy Truck Bed, 742 on the B105 Breakfast Club. I brought some of my friends in here. Okay. This is Tony Hart from Mix 108. We have Steve Tanko, B105 on the weekends. This is where Ken and I, we always share something like that we did that we're kind of like ashamed of. Almost, because it's like, or just like something you did. So like an example for me was like, and usually it's like I got mad at somebody in the parking garage or something, and Ken like usually did something as like a parent that he's not proud of. Mine would be that I, because how like airport prices don't count when you're like traveling. Sure. You just spend whatever. I spent $7 on a bag of Lifesaver gummies because I just wanted them. $7? Inflation is nuts.
And
California's no joke.
And you got Lifesaver gummies? You didn't get regular Lifesavers?
No, so Lifesaver gummies are my kryptonite. That's like my favorite thing. Really? And I like could eat a bag of them a day. Like I'm obsessed. And so I just felt like I needed them. And I saw they were $6.99, but I was like, maybe they're mislabeled. But then when I went to pay, they were, and I just pretended.
And there's extra airport taxes and stuff too. So they're probably like $8.
I don't know how people live in California.
With shrinkflation, like there's 13 of these gummies?
No, it was a full bag. I finished eating them last night, but that would be mine. So like Tony, let's start with you. What's something?
What's
something you did?
You're putting me on the spot here, kind of.
Well, I gave you like 60 seconds to figure it out.
I defer to Steve.
Okay. Wow. You guys
an open book. This could be an open book.
Okay, I'm going to put the delay on here.
Ramp, right?
Yeah, right? Mine are always in the parking ramp. Like one time I parked too close to a pillar because I was running late and I had to go out the back of my car. It's fine. That hasn't happened for a while.
This ramp is a little, as they say, this ramp is extra.
Yeah, and right now there's a lot of construction.
And people can't go the right way and they don't follow signs. So
yeah, no, they don't.
You get a pass there.
Yeah, okay.
So what have I done that
this is
so many things. Probably.
Yeah, you guys are just such angels.
I know this is really I have a couple in my head. I'm just not going to share them. But
right, you got to keep it PG. Because it's a family program. So all right. Well, then I just put myself out there for nothing. It's okay. I haven't done that. I just want to make it clear because if you say something in this building, it will be held against you. It was one time that I had to enter through the back of my car, and I was running a little late, so I didn't have to. You
had to exit or enter through the back of your car?
Well, both, because then when I got back to my car,
it was still tough to get in.
I told Ken that, and he loved it. And he hasn't let me live that down. It's hard when there's like very little parking sometimes, and then you have to make your own parking spot, and I don't like to do that. But
when 3/4 of the ramp is, taken up with signs.
Yeah. And then the stop, there was a stoplight, and that was scary. Right. Yeah. So everybody just was great this week. You guys are angels.
Well, I don't know about that, but I just can't. Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I totally get it. Well, thank you for coming in, keeping me company.
I'll keep a note for next week, and then I'll come in next week to do this.
I'm not going to forget. I don't forget.
And we'll be back, so you don't have
but I'm not going to forget.
Off the hook. Okay.
I'm a Capricorn. I remember everything. So anyways, Tony from Mix 108, Steve from B105. It's a true. Time now is 7:51 on the B105 Breakfast Club. So we need to finish recapping the ACMs. You probably know all of the winners and everything like that. There were a lot of categories given out before the show, all of the new artist categories. Chris Stapleton took home Artist Songwriter of the Year. Parker McCullum took home Visual Media of the Year for Burn It Down, which he performed later on. Save Me won Music Event, and then Megan Maroney, of course, New Female. Nate Smith, New Male. He performed with Avril Lavigne. She looks the same as she did 20 years ago. Like, she looks great. And then we have Tiger Lily Gold, who took home the award for New Duo or Group, which was re-added because last year it wasn't a category because there weren't enough. So they're going to be here very, very soon right here in the Duluth area, and they performed last minute. Sarah Evans, she had to pull out of the show because she said that she was really sick and she was really sad about it. So that was a bummer. Maybe they took her spot, but great performances, great winners. Song of the Year went to Jordan Davis for Next Thing You Know. Single of the year went to Fast Car. Sadly, Luke Combs was not there. And album of the year went to Higher by Chris Stapleton. If there's one thing about award shows, if Chris Stapleton is nominated, he's going to win. I think we all know that by now. I thought that maybe Kelsey Ballerini would pull out a win there. I don't know why. I just had a feeling. But, she gets snubbed time and time again. Group of the year went to Old Dominion. Duo of the year, Dan and Shay. And then male artist went to Chris Stapleton. Lainey Wilson went as the winner for female artist of the year. And then she also took home the award for entertainer of the year. There was a lot of entertainers missing. Morgan Wallen was not there. A lot of people thought that he was going to win, and I think he would have been a deserving winner for sure. Chris Stapleton, he performed. Cody Johnson, Jelly Roll, Luke, and Kane, who also performed. So those are some of the winners there. Lots of performances. We didn't get to talk about all of them, but Lainey Wilson, she opened the show with her new song, Hang Tight Honey. Miranda returned to the stage singing Wranglers. Nate Smith and Avril Lavigne, like I said, they sang his new song, Bulletproof. It was awesome. Parker sang Burn It Down, which won for Visual Media of the Year. Post Malone did a medley. I'm obsessed. He was one of the most country performances of the night. Loved it. Everyone loves Post Malone. Thomas Rhett sang his new song, Beautiful As You. And then Reba McEntire closed out the show singing her new song, I Can't. There's a tribute to Toby Keith by Jason Aldean. That was a stripped down version of Should Have Been a Cowboy. And his family said that it was wonderfully touching. It was the perfect tribute. And then, afterwards, Morgan Wallen released part of a new song on Instagram called Love Somebody. Not sure where he was, but there's just a lot with these ACM awards. There's a lot of performances, lots of, obviously, winners, lots of awards given out beforehand, and lots of last-minute additions as well. So lots to keep track of, but we have it all for this music can only mean one thing. Let's go to the movies. It's 8:12 on the B105 Breakfast Club, and we will see rain off and on. We'll talk to Brandon Weathers from WDIO coming up around 8:30. But a good weekend to see a movie, which it kind of always is in my world. But we have lots of new movies out today, including a movie called If. A child can see and talk to people's imaginary friends, befriending those that have been forgotten or discarded. Some imaginary friends turn to the dark side and become evil. So it looks lighthearted. Looks like a kid's movie, but I could be wrong about that. It's getting okay reviews, 7 out of 10 on IMDb. So, looks cute. John Krasinski is the director. I think he's in it too. So, Ryan Reynolds, he's also in it. Emily Blunt, Steve Carell, Awkwafina. So that's cute. It's a live-action animated fantasy comedy. That's a lot. So you can check that out. That is in Marcus Theaters right here in Duluth. And then Back to Black. I really want to see it. It is, of course, an Amy Winehouse movie. She died of alcohol poisoning in 2011, 5 years after rising to international fame with her Back to Black album. And, it looks really, really, really good. I'm trying to figure out if this is a documentary, but it has actors in it, so I think I don't know. If it's not, it looks exactly like Amy Winehouse, and that's very, very impressive. So it's a biopic. I never know how to say that word, so I guess it's not a documentary, but it's crazy how much that looks like Amy Winehouse. Marissa Abella is playing Amy Winehouse, and then a movie that I'm so terrified of. If you've ever seen The Strangers, this is the only movie as a scary movie fanatic that has ever scared me, and they keep coming out with new ones. And so there's a new installment. It's The Strangers Chapter 1 movie. It says, after their car breaks down in an eerie small town, a young couple are forced to spend the night in a remote cabin. Panic ensues as they're terrorized by 3 masked strangers who strike with no mercy and no motive. Yeah, that is, again, the first movie is the only one that's ever scared me, so I don't know if I can go see that, but I probably will because I love the series because I'm weird like that. Also in theaters in Duluth, The Amazing Spider-Man from 2014, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Star Wars, The Phantom Menace 25th anniversary, and then we have the Fall Guy Challengers and Tarot, which Ken and I were talking about just a couple weeks ago. It's a scary movie. So there you go, what you can see in theaters with Hollywood Hayes. Jordan Davis, next thing you know, coming up. Plus, we'll talk to WDIO meteorologist Brandon Weathers. And then, of course, we're going to draw a winner for the Northland Free Money Payday week number 2. So keep it here on B105. Hey, this is Lauren from B105. Crystal. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
So I have some news for you.
Yeah.
You are our second winner for the Northland Free Money Payday.
No way.
I wouldn't lie about that.
Awesome.
So you have $500, and I think you can probably back me up here. That was like the easiest way to win $500 ever.
No kidding.
Congratulations. Can you tell me which station made you a winner?
B105.
Okay, congratulations, Crystal. Thank you for answering the phone. It's something that we love here on the Breakfast Club. And if you haven't already entered, make sure you do that because you could be a winner. 1 week from now, we're giving out $500 until the foreseeable future. All you need is our app and to enter, and it really is that easy. So congratulations one last time to Crystal.